Buddy and welcome. Today is a busy day for me. I am working in my pantry because this is the winter larder. So what is a larder? A larder is like a pantry. I'm going to show you how I'm working on everything. About twice a year, I go through everything in this pantry. This is a bedroom that I converted into a food pantry. I'm wiping everything down. I'm using pine saw just to wipe everything down, and it is a full room. Where I'm standing is a corner here that I made room so I could get back here. And then I'm going to show you a shelving unit that I got for free as a product review. It's not made for food, but I'm using it for food because everything that I do has to have a purpose and it has to be something that I can use. And while I don't have a lot of things sitting around just for pretty, everything has to be a useful item. So I went through my canning jars and I'm wiping the tops and wiping every jar. Now when I say I'm wiping every jar, I'm wiping probably 3,000 jars at least. And I'm going through it. So it takes me a couple days to finish everything. But this way, I can have an inventory and I can see all of the food that I have. So I know what I have. It is a daunting progress, but it's something that has to be done. And I need to know exactly how much food I have and what I have. Everybody asks me all the time, well, do I keep a list? Do I write it down? Nope, not at all. It's usually gone by memory. And I pretty much have all the older food front and the newer food in back. And that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. As I clean my jars, I'm making sure the older keeps going front and the newer keeps going back. I'm working on this area first because I'm going to be putting a shelf here. All this food is my newer food. So I will not be using that this year. I will be using that next year. Everything's rotated. And so I'm using food that is 2 years old this year. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to make room with everything. I'm looking in the back here. So 2021 is back here. And I'm trying to make sure I have everything figured out and organized. All right. Yeah, it's quite something because the number one thing I do in life is prep for food. That's pretty much what I do. Pretty much everything results around prepping and food. Because, well, that's just the kind of person I am, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what other excuses to make for it. I utilize every area of this room. I have to, because this is what I got. Now I have two pantries, and the one pantry is in an out porch. It's not heated, but it doesn't freeze. So what I'm doing is I'm making room on the shelf, and that is then to put some older food on it, because everything is designated. So the older food is at a certain area, and then I work my way around. All right. I'm going to take a moment and clean up this area here, and then we'll move on to another area, and I will show you at the end everything, because the video can't show everything that I have and what I'm working on. It's just too much. So I'm going to go clean all this. And these herbs here, okay, this was an idea I had, and unfortunately it didn't work the way I wanted it to, because all of these herbs, what happened is they dropped all on my stuff. So it looks really sloppy. I'm going to take these herbs and I'm going to move them and get them out of here. It was a good idea, but it just didn't work. And we're going to clean this up because it made a sloppy mess. And if you're going to take all the time to can food, to preserve food, to store food, you want to make sure that you have it stored properly. Because the last thing you want is rodents or bugs to get in. I have never had anything stored any bugs got in it. I don't know, knock on wood. Or if it's just because I use Mylar bags or because it's in my house. We don't have rodents. I mean, I'm not saying we never had a rodent. I've never seen a rodent and never had any problem here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to clean this up. All right, so here is the shelf. It was fairly easy to put together. It was almost impossible to put it together myself. So hubby helped me. Now, it is not made for food. but I'm using it for food. It is made to anchor against the wall. So what I will do is I will get something here to tie it against the wall so it can't fall. I really like it. It came with 2 of them. I have 2 of them. And here is the other one that I have. Now it's made to put knickknacks on it, but everything I have, I need to make it useful. And so this gives me a lot more room to get everything off the floor, because I did do a lot of canning this year and my pantry is just so full. All right, if you're interested in it, I'll just share the link at the bottom of this video. I need to say that because I am reviewing this. Now, it did come with all of its own tools, which I really liked. It came with its own Phillips screwdriver, an Allen wrench, which was very nice. That was something very unusual. Normally, they don't provide the tools like that. There's something so nice about a clean pantry and knowing that everything is put away where it should be. So I'm just finishing up here in this little area. And now I'm going to go through all these boxes of cereal, and I take them out of the box and I put them in Mylar bags. And that will keep them fresh for about 2 years. It's really important that when you're storing things long term, you don't have anything cardboard. Cardboard holds moisture. Now the bags are fine. These bags are fine. But you don't want to store anything cardboard in your pantry. Also, these Mylar bags keep rodents away. Some people say they chew through it. I've never seen that, but it does help quite a bit. So this cereal doesn't expire for another 4 or 5 months. But I'm going to go ahead, put them in this Mylar bag. That way I can have it for 2 years. Now, a lot of people, and I used to do that as well, a lot of oven canning. I don't do that anymore. I don't put stuff in jars. Jars are so expensive. Then it's really hard to store them because it's breakable. So I'm just using a lot of Mylar bags. 5-gallon buckets are really nice to have. So I'm going to finish this up and then take a break the rest of the day. It's a lot of work. But now it's done for the whole winter. I have to put some noodles in some glass jars. I think I have some. And I have to put some sugar away yet. But that's it. That's it for getting my pantry ready. The winter larder for this year. I went through all my jars and I only had one that wasn't sealed. And if you find something not sealed, you don't want to give that to your animals. You want to make sure you dispose of that properly and safely. Because if it had botulism in it, animals can get botulism just like people. And then I'll show you what everything looks like. It's still a lot of stuff. It's very full in here, but it's organized, it's clean, and I know exactly what I have. Is there anything I need this year? Nope, I don't think there's anything I need to stock up on. As you know, in other years, I stocked up on some items. I pretty much have everything I possibly need. I think so anyway, and that's a good feeling to know you're stocked up. So how long am I stocked up for? A family of 2 for 3 years, a family of 4 for 2 years, and a family of 10, which is my whole family, I would say about 1 year. Maybe. I might be pushing it. It just depends on how well you want to eat. I mean, survival and not starving, a year. Being comfortable, maybe 4 or 5 months. I don't know. I hope I never do find out. I have to admit, this is the very next day. After cleaning this pantry and working, I was so dirty. I was so tired. I just turned the camera off and called it a day. So it's the very next day, and I'm dressed up because I'm going away today. And I just wanted to show you what everything looks like now. Oh, everything smells so clean and so fresh. There's something about when you totally house clean a room and you just want to sit in that room and just look at it over and over again. Hey, if you like this video, can you do me one big favor? Can you make sure you give me a thumbs up? Thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.